Howdy guys, and welcome back to more Kira. In the last episode, our girlfriend unfortunately broke up with us, so we are now single and ready to mingle. So let's continue on, shall we? The cold winter had ended, and the season has changed to spring. The new school year starts, and I'm now a grade higher. I hop on the bicycle and start to pedal towards the orange sun. The warm spring breeze made the cherry blossom petals fly around, which get stuck between the creases on my jacket. When I pick them up and bring closer to my nose, I can smell their nice scent. How tasteful. I must be an elegant guy. When the new year's... I assume this was a new year. When the new year started, I decided to travel abroad during the summer break. After I quit the club, I got a part-time job after school. When I started to make money myself, I realized there really isn't anything I wanted to buy. When I was going out on dates, I was using money for that. But once I broke up, I didn't have any other way to spend my money. That's how I came up with the traveling abroad plan. I don't have any special reasons. I thought of it just because young people often do this, often go on trips. I don't know where I want to go yet, but the stylish European countries aren't really for me. But I also don't feel like vacationing in cheerful Hawaii. Besides, if I went to the US, I feel like I'd be shot for no reason. Oh, come on, it's not that violent. I know it's a prejudice based on wrongful information, but I'd rather go to where I want to go. Maybe India or Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia may not be safe, but I like the ethnic foods such as curry. Even stupid Murakami said he likes places like that. If I ask him to come along, he might. How fun. The other thing that concerns me is that this sounds like a trip to find myself. People would think I'm going on an Indian trip because I'm heartbroken from breaking up with my girlfriend. I really don't mean to, but maybe that's what I want deep down. But if that's the case, I don't like it. Oh well. Whatever it is, having a goal makes everyday living more meaningful. That's for sure. If I stay at home doing nothing, I feel like I'm such a worthless existence. Maybe I am worthless, but I don't want to like that. Well, it's not that crucial whether my existence has any meaning at this point. I don't want to waste my time while I'm young. How boring it must be to just turn old. I don't care what it is that I do. I don't care if I get dumped again. I just want to find a girlfriend. As I think that over, I head to my part-time job. When the setting sun turns into a beautiful orange ball, I arrive at Tao Show restaurant where I work. Employees can't park their bicycles in the parking area, so although it's inconvenient, I have to take my bicycle through the narrow alley to park in the employees' parking area. Push my bicycle carefully so it doesn't scrape the concrete wall. When I get to the parking area, I see someone. There's a girl in a uniform standing there all alone. Excuse me? She speaks up and was barely more than a mumble. Who knows where she gets her haircut? Her hair is bunched up rather roughly and the ends are flipping everywhere. Her dewy eyes under her bangs are looking at me. What is she doing here? Her anxious appearance reminds me of a stray kitten trying to hide in a small, narrow, dark space. But that can't be. There must be a more decent reason. Although she looks immature, she's wearing Ubi Academy school uniform. That's where I go. I don't mean to brag, but it's a pretty decent school. It actually is a popular in the area for being a good school. However, there are always some odd ones at every school. Oh, She's so nervous that she can't even find the words. She might be very shy, but the way she's acting is rather strange. What is it? I tried to help her along. Then, as if it was a cue, the girl starts talking in a rush. I'm starting today. My name is Shiino. Very nice to meet you. As soon as she finishes her line, she bows deeply. Her short hair stands up because of gravity. That's not how gravity works, but whatever. Guess she isn't suspicious, but she sure is strange. Ah, okay, so you're new. Yes. I see. Come to think of it, I guess the manager was saying something like that. Isn't there anyone inside? Am I the first one to get here? Yes, there isn't anyone. I see. Well, I guess everyone else is late. The kitchen people should be here by now getting things ready, but sometimes on weekdays they are a little late. Today must be one of those days. Unless the kitchen people are here, the hall people can't get in. The only hall people who have the key are the few full-time people. But I am one of the employees who has the key, so there's no problem. However, I haven't checked if she was in fact the new employee. I wonder if I should trust her. But I can't just leave her out here by herself. Okay, please follow me. If you stand out here in the dark like this, people might call the police. Yes. After I park my bicycle, I open the back door with the key. Right by the back door is the space with the glasses and the beer servers where we make the drinks, which is the employees call the back. Since it's before the opening, it's quiet and the sound of the refrigerator motor echo, which is a little spooky. I reached the light switch on the right wall and turned it on. There's one thing we have to be careful about. The moment after the lights are on, there are usually some slow cockroaches hiding. Girls often scream because of that. I personally am more scared of screaming girls than cockroaches. I hate bugs. Ugh. I'll look around quickly to make sure there's nothing for the girl to be frightened, and then let her in. I'm coming in, she says in rather fearfully. Sorry, she comes in rather fearfully. I lead her into a locker room. Although it's called that, it's actually a tiny storage room. I give her the jinbei, Japanese casual wear, with the restaurant's name on it, and tell her to change into it. Not like a uniform. Okay. Sorry, it's a messy room. By the way, were you told that you need to wear pants instead of a skirt when you work? Yes, no need to worry. I brought a pair. She pulls out her pants from her bag as she answers me. Good, then please change into them. Also, change the shoes, too. The manager should be here soon, then. Let's see, Shiino? You are a student at Oboe School, right? Yes? I thought Oboe didn't allow part-time jobs. No, that's not so. It's okay, I'm allowed, so don't worry. She waves her hand as she panics. Well, I mean, I don't mean to accuse you or anything. It's just that maybe you shouldn't come to work in your uniform starting tomorrow. Maybe people won't notice normally, but if you come in your uniform, it might be different. Okay. She looks downcast. Don't worry. I go to Oboe too. I'm an accomplice. Really? Yes, my name is Majima. I'm in the 3rd grade. Pleased to meet you. Yes, me too. I'm Kira Shiino. I'm in class 3A. Very nice to meet you. I'll do my very best. And she bows deeply again. Well, she's very determined. I like that. She lifts her head up quickly. Anyway, this restaurant looks so fun. I like fun places. She looks happy. She's definitely a little strange. The same school and the same grade, huh? Then you'll be perfect. With that, the manager assigns me as Kira Shiino's caretaker. But our school has nothing to do with it. He always appoints me as the caretaker of new employees. The thought is in my head, but I don't say anything. Besides, you're good at teaching. Since I keep silent, the manager tries to come up with an excuse. He must feel guilty. If he has to come up with excuses, then he should find someone else. But I don't mind teaching others, so I won't complain. So as I work my shift, I teach her how to clean, how to make drinks, how to cut lemons, limes, and also how to take orders. How long she lasts at this job depends on how she's taught at the beginning, so I take it seriously. She takes notes with a cute pencil in her hand. I like such a diligent attitude. Usually when a new employee finds out a young guy like me is teaching, he gets overly friendly. That's the case, especially with girls. Time flies by quickly. Today is before payday, so we didn't have too many customers. Take lunch break together. We go into the back room, which is hidden from the dining room, to eat our curry meals. Karari must still be in work mode because every time she hears customers and employees buzzing, she starts to get up. You better get some rest. The break is short. Yes. Then Karari faces her curry. When I see her pick up her spoon, I start to eat myself. The curry is chunks of beef. It has some authentic spices, just like the real Indian curry, but it's not arranged. Sorry, but it's arranged to make sure it goes with the white rice. The chef must have spent more than enough time on ingredients than he should on an employee's meal. Today isn't a good day, and this is exactly the kind of day when we can expect to eat good employee meals. Since the chef has plenty of time, he spends time fixing employees' meals. When I peek into the kitchen, Yoshizumi is looking at me with a grin. I know for a fact that sometimes he places an order to get some ingredients which he doesn't need for the menu. Some time ago I had to listen to him talk about how he couldn't serve the customers good meals if he couldn't eat a good meal himself. I mean, it sounded good, but at the same time it also sounded like he was coming up with excuses for eating better things than the customers. Anyway, today's curry is delicious, and I find mine quickly. Finish mine quickly. Kirari must not like spicy food since she's puffing while she eats. So, how's your first day going so far? She put her spoon down. I'm so touched. Touched? That's an unexpected word. You know, every time I start a part-time job, I always get scolded. This is the first time I got taught so kindly. As she speaks, she starts to get teary-eyed. Really? Yes. I know I'm being polite, but I'm not doing anything that special. For her to be so delighted, what kind of job has she had in the past? Let's see. Oh, by the way, you don't have to use the polite manner when you talk to me. We're the same age after all. Yes. Oh, sure. Okay. Then she takes a drink. But I'm so happy. You know I'm so clumsy compared to other people. I already broke so many glasses today. Ferrari's shoulders sag a little. As hard as the beginning. But even the manager was laughing, saying, I've never seen this bad. Well, I mean, you did break quite a bit. We had to throw away a whole box worth of glasses just during the first half of her shift. Especially the moment where she flipped a tray full of clean glasses was bad. If it wasn't for that, you're just a little more clumsy than normal, I think. As I say so, I realize I'm not helping the situation. Thank you for everything today. I'm happy that you're so kind. I'm sure I'll be fired today. I don't think so. If she broke a box worth of glasses one by one, then I'm sure she'd get fired, but that isn't the case. She's just picking up a glass and just dropping it on the floor. She looks the managers in the eye. But if I continue, my loss will be more than what you earn. It's true that she makes a lot of mistakes. But that'll decrease. As long as you keep trying, I think you'll be alright. Really? You're cheerful and diligent, so I think you'll learn quickly. I think you're better at customer service than I am. When I told my family that I'd been working customer service, everyone said, that's not you, you shouldn't even try. Actually, I thought so myself, but I was mortified to hear that from my own family, so I made myself work hard. You know, I think it's a special talent to be able to have a smile on your face all the time. You have that talent, Shiino. But I'm not cheerful, I'm so gloomy, I always think about gloomy things. Ferrari's desperately denying it. I was just being honest, but I guess you took it as flattery. Well, anyway, I don't think you'll be fired on your first day. You said the manager was laughing, but he isn't like that. When I make a mistake, all he said was, you sure you want to work? The manager loves sarcasm. Come to think of it, maybe the reason why I don't mind training new employees is because when I was taught by the manager, I was so depressed. But now I get to even keep the key to the restaurant. I guess putting in an effort sure is worth it. Of course, there are things an effort can't overcome. So, I mean, I can't force anyone to put in effort. Indeed, even after I put in effort, I was dumped. Dumped? Never mind. I'll change that subject in a hurry. Come on, you better finish the rest. Better finish the rest. You won't last the rest of the evening without a meal. Hajime, you're so sweet. She takes a bite with a smile. This is spicy but delicious. She smiles at me with a sweaty face. I'm not much for spicy foods myself. Today was a slow day. Even towards the end of the evening, there weren't any customers, so Kirari and I will let go at 9 o'clock. Others usually complain about the sudden schedule change, saying, I made time for this. But I don't mind. Actually, I'm happy for getting a little extra time before bedtime. I walk home with Kirari Shiino. Seems that for about half the way, she goes the same way I do. The basket on my bicycle has her bag full of school stuff. Today was half day at school, so she must have gone to a club or something. So, which club do you go to, Majima? As I think about asking, she comes up with the question. After Kirari changes into her school uniform, she didn't show a sign of fatigue from the first day of work. She is full of smiles. Now that work is over, she speaks more smoothly and friendlier. I go to tennis. No, I don't. I used to go to tennis. Not anymore. I'm so used to saying that, but I correct myself and say the second literature club. What? Kirari stops in surprise. I belong to the second literature club too. Ah, I see. But I've never seen you before, Majima. Kirari says so apologetically but I should be the one feeling that way. When I quit the tennis club last fall, I just couldn't go home early every day. Obai Academy has a rule for every student to join a club, just like a junior high school. So I had to find a new club to join. I couldn't decide, so when my friends invited me at the end of the year, I joined the second literature club. I meant to introduce myself, but things were a little busy. I didn't mean to be a ghost member. When athletes drop out from sports clubs, they usually transfer to less active literature clubs and become ghost members. The second literature club was one of the perfect clubs to do that with. I see, we belong to the same club. Kirari starts to walk again. Seeing her stooping down, I know she's thinking of words to say, so I walk slower to match with her steps. Well, then, since we belong to the same club, can I ask you something? Kirari starts to speak slowly. Actually, in the club, we are unsure about what to do at the Culture Festival. The Culture Festival? Yeah, that's right. Even today, we were talking about what we should do at the Culture Festival, and that's why I was late leaving the school. You're already thinking about that. You sure are acting diligently. Kirari stops, apparently lost in thought. I stop in a hurry, too. She sure keeps her own pace. Kirari looks into my eyes. The second literature club. Do you know this is the last year for it? No, this is the first time I've heard that. You know, it'll be merged with the first literature club. I see, I'm surprised. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just being nice. Such minor clubs like a literature club shouldn't even have a first and second in the first place. The first literature club is more active, holding exhibitions for poetry and original novels, but on the other hand, the second literature club is more for quiet members, and therefore, there's hardly any activity. That's the main reason why it's so popular among ghost members. My friend who belongs to the club said so with frustration. So even at the Culture Festival, the two are very different in what they do. The first one is very active and does things like stage original plays and even competes with the acting club. It is a rather huge event at the Culture Festival. However, the second one is usually just a display of book reports. This is simply the information I got from my friend. Actually, I didn't even know the second literature club participated at the Culture Festival. I don't think it's just me. Most of the Obai students feel the same way. I'm sure you'll understand what I mean when I tell you that the most successful outcome for the second literature club in the past 10 years was an essay written by one of the alumni titled Shukaku Endo's Opinion on Religious Unconsciousness Among the Japanese Citizens. My friend said, "That's a masterpiece." She praised it, but where can you find a young person who would be interested in something like that? In fact, the club is so boring that it gives boredom a bad rep. However, Kirari Shiino doesn't want it to disappear. Well, I guess she can't help it because she belongs to it. So you know this is the last Culture Festival for us, so we must make it memorable. Otherwise, it's almost likely that we don't exist. I don't want that. Yeah, you're right. As a ghost member, I'm a little hesitant to agree strongly, so I don't know what else to say. So, Majima? What? If you don't mind. Yeah? I want you to come to the club meeting. As I said, if you don't mind. I think the more people we have, the more fun it'll be. No matter what we try to plan, we just don't have enough people. But I'm a ghost member. That's okay. I don't know what's okay about it. I nod, or rather I'm forced to nod. Then we both start walking again. When we get to the point where we part, I take her back from the basket. Thank you. She bows. Don't mention it. If it's not too far, do you want me to walk you home? No, that's okay. But it's dark. It's right there. This is fine. Ferrari smiles and waves and starts to run with rhythmical steps. I see. So it'll disappear. As I pedal, I mutter to myself. I haven't even attended one meeting, so I shouldn't be sad about it. However, the fact that something that's existing now is going to disappear is rather sad. She says she wants me to help at the last culture festival. I'm not busy at all, and actually, I'm a little interested in doing something at the culture festival. I've always belonged to sports clubs, so I've never really done anything before. The only thing is, the problem is Cheenie. Cheenie. That's a fun word to say. Cheenie. I heave a sigh. Who is this Cheenie? Oba Academy is a Catholic school. However, it's not too religious. Oh. Just like, Versailles Academy for Princess Evenchild, but that was a Christian school, not a Catholic school. But it's kind of the same thing. So, a non-believer like me can attend without any problems. But there are a few differences with the regular school. We have Bible study, and this morning's service is one of the differences as well. We are gathered in the gym every morning and listen to the teaching from the theology teacher and sing hymnals. Sure is troublesome since it happens every day. On the stage, there's a Yoshizawa sensei in a frock, talking about something complex. I'm impressed that she has things to talk about every day for so long. Sure shows her enthusiasm, though. She was a nun when she was young, and here at school she acts as the head of the public morals as well. Among the lenient teachers at Oba Academy, she is the most strict one, and the students are fearful of her. There's even a rumor that someone saw her preaching to the school's principal, and we all believe it. I listened to Yoshizawa Sensei's speech while trying to suppress my yawns. The Bible stories contain lots of katakana names for people and places. I'm sure there's some basic information for other students, but for an ignorant student like me, they mean nothing. I ate breakfast this morning, so I can't help but feeling sleepy. I was hoping she'd wrap up soon. Hey, Majima. The big guy next to me whispers at me. You know, I like this game, but I don't like the overlay text for the reason that I don't automatically know who's talking, whether it's a guy or a girl, so sometimes I say it in the wrong tones that I would use for a guy as opposed to tones I would use for a girl, because I don't actually know who's talking when they have the quotes up like this, so it's kind of frustrating for me, but you know what, I'll have to deal with it, I guess. I don't think there's a way to change it any. Damn, he is a big guy, isn't he? His name is Murakami. He looks like a bear and used to be the #1 server in our tennis club. People called him a fixed fort. Hush, you'll be scolded. Yoshizawa Sensei is a sharp-sighted, and she knows every single student's name. If she hears us talking, she will call on us with our names. Hey, you want to hear this? Murakami's insistent. He was once scolded for falling asleep before, but I guess he didn't learn his lesson. I've known this stupid guy since when we joined the tennis club together when we were in the 1st grade. We were both experienced players, so we were assigned to be partners. Majima's M and Murakami's M put us very close in position whenever we have to line up in alphabetical order. The reason why we are next to each other during the morning services is the same. Anyway, although his serves were excellent, he wasn't strong at the other techniques, and On the other hand, I was good at the volley, so we were a pretty good pair after all. We were the best pair among the newcomers, and even when we played against the higher grade pairs, we always won. Therefore, until I quit the club, we stayed together. I actually wanted to play single, but I never had a chance to do that. When I quit the club, I didn't know why, but he quit too. He would have been a more talented single player than me, but I don't know. After Murakami quit the tennis club, he chose to join the Go Club, just like I joined the Second Literature Club. The only difference is that he is actually active in the club, which makes me think that he might have quit the tennis club because he really wanted to play Go. I've seen him play in a match before, but to see a big guy like him sitting on his knees facing the Go board sure is rather amazing. What is it? Hurry up and tell me. If I don't say anything, I'm afraid he'll go on and on. Then Murakami starts to look extremely concerned. Do you think we were popular when we were in the tennis club? What a strange thing to say. I don't think so. No. Think again. Back then, girls talked to us and we even went out on our days off, but now there's nothing. Isn't that simply because we quit the athletic club and we don't hang out with as many people as before? I don't think so. No matter what you say, we were on the same team since we were in the first grade, and we were noticeable. That would score high among girls, but we didn't realize that. When we did, it was too late. I lost all the hope of finding a girlfriend. You're exaggerating. You lost your girlfriend? Shut up. Anyway, if we don't play tennis, we're worthless. I don't think you should be that self-destructive. At least that's how girls look at us. Haven't you tried to talk to one of the girls who used to talk to you and she just froze? Hasn't that happened to you? Well, I guess it has. See? We don't play sports. We're not good academically. We're mediocre looking. We don't carry conversations well. We are like a pile of dirt to girls now. We're hopeless. Jeez, way to bring me down. He frowns and looks very serious. I think he's extremely biased, but at the same time, I can't deny what he's saying. In fact, we are far from even being close to girls. Nothing I can do about it. If you want to go back to the tennis club, go by yourself. No way. Then what do you want? Let's form a band. What? That sure is unexpected, to say the least. A band? My reply is a bit loud, so I look around me and make sure I talk in a low voice. What are you talking about? You've never played an instrument, neither have I. Who cares? The people who are going to want to see us perform, you know, at a professional level? That's not the point. It doesn't matter if you can't play an instrument or if you can only sing out of tune. As long as we're in a band, girls will love us. Man, we can't half-ass it, though. If we're going to be in a band, we got to really learn to do, you know, either play an instrument or sing. Are you trying to escape from reality or something? Don't be stupid. Why would I want to do that? My reality is always peachy. Actually, it's neon peachy. It's full of happiness. I don't need to escape. Don't people say that your head is like a flower field? What's wrong with that? I love flowers. You know what? You're driving me insane. Oh, that's not good. You want me to give you the name of a good doctor? Leave me alone. Hey, listen, anyway. So today, I want you to learn about punk rock. You can't finish this sentence. Man, she even looks like a bitch. You there! And she's always since they pointed us from the stage. Both of us freeze instantly. Everyone looks at us. Mashuima, Murakami, you two have been talking for a while. You need to be quiet. I'm so embarrassed to be scolded with my name. Anyway, listen to this. When we return to the classroom, Murakami put some CDs on my desk. That's enough. We were scolded in front of everyone. Sorry, that was my fault, but just look at this. As Murakami tries to apologize, I pick up the CD on top of the pile hesitantly. The picture on it catches my attention. The foreigners with pies on their heads are laughing. Dom-do? called Damudo. Are they comedians? No, they're punk rockers. Punk rock is guys rock, you know. I wanted to do punk band. Murakami talks proudly, but I don't understand. I've heard the word punk. I guess it's one of the categories in music. And one of rock music. That's all I know. You mean punk rockers throw pies? Nope. Now what's this picture? As I get more confused, Murakami talks passionately. Pies aren't important. That's important. What's important is for us to be popular among girls. That's what I can't trust. Being shown something this odd, how can I trust it? Alright, that's fine. But not only could a band make you popular, it would make your life so exciting. Do you just want to work your part-time job and earn money and spending every day miserably? Come on, let's do a band together and be popular. We can do something, but not a band. Like I said earlier, we can't even play instruments, man. You don't even get a decent grade in music class, man. I don't even know how to read music. That's okay, man. Punk music is one of the easiest forms of music. You only need to know 3 chords on the guitar. You can basically scream whatever you want. And you just bang the drums as you wish. Plus, we don't need a bass player if we don't want one. Dude, no one needs a bass player. I don't know, but if real punk rockers hear this, don't you think they're going to be pissed? Don't be stupid. Even the master punk rockers think that. I know he's lying, but I don't have enough knowledge to know that for sure. Anyway, it's impossible. I don't know anything. You don't have to know anything. Just get on a stage and go crazy. No, man. There's more to it than that. The more I hear about it, the more I think we won't be popular among girls by doing it. But listen, that's the strange thing about girls. Even strange things have limits. It's simply a delusion. Don't be crazy, just think. There are lots of popular guys even though we guys don't understand. I just don't trust you. Anyway, who told you that nonsense? I found it on the internet. Of course you did. You moron, that's your mistake. You get influenced so easily. Do you even remember what you told me when we quit the tennis club? What did I say? You said, I wasn't thinking of quitting, but when you quit, I felt like I was doing the same, so I quit too. What kind of excuse is that? You really need to do something about that, man. Well, we were a pair. We were meant to be together. Don't make me sick. I never once wanted to be paired with you in my life. Be paired in life. Hey, that sounds good. Murakami puts his hand on his chin and nods. What are you impressed about? That's right, sorry. Don't apologize. Anyway, you really shouldn't believe everything you see or hear. That'll only make you stupid. Well, maybe I was just joking to some degree. Murakami smiles bitterly. Personally, I can't tell exactly where his to some degree is. Anyway, just listen to it once. These are from when punk music was the most popular. See, this is the second album of The Crash. And here's the Ramones. Then this one is the New York Dolls. Murakami tries to explain the CDs one by one. That's okay. Don't say that. Hey, listen, I really don't want to do something to be popular or get noticed, but don't you know, even when I go out, I don't want to go out just because I'm doing something special, but because of me as a person. That's a trauma. Oh, shut up and leave me alone. Anyway, if you find something that would lead me to normal but extremely sweet girls, let me know, okay? You just don't know. Musicians in the audience are attracted to each other because of their person. You liar. But I know you'll like it, you know, punk rock is... Murakami's face has changed to when he first started Go and talking about tactics. Sometimes he's very inconsistent, but at the same time, he can really get into something. So when he first starts on the new things, he learns about the inside out. He wants to share everything he learned with others. I think that's exactly what he's going to do about punk rock. I have a bad feeling about this, so I get up. Just forget about it. Besides, we gotta study for the tests. Hey, where are you going? Class will start soon. Shut up, I'm gonna go get a drink. Me too. Murakami follows me out of the classroom. We run down the stairs and arrive at the vending machine by the cafeteria. I chose cafe au lait. Murakami chose strawberry and late. I'm probably butchering all those words. When I start to run back to the classroom, I realize that Murakami isn't following me. I turn around and find him looking in the opposite direction. Murakami's looking at the blue sky and the cherry blossom tree with the petals flying around within the breeze. It's spring. What are you talking about? Well, I never buy strawberry light other than the school, and I was thinking about that. I looked out the window and saw the cherry blossom tree. It made me feel sentimental. I thought when the next spring comes, we'll be graduating from this school, and have to say goodbye to strawberry light. That's unexpected. Sentimentalism comes when you least expect it. Murakami talks strangely as usual and turns to me. Are you sure you won't regret it? If you ended your school life like this, wouldn't you feel empty? What do you mean like this? I was gonna tease him, but Murakami looked so serious I was overpowered. Oh look, there's a foreign car. Murakami looks out the window. We see a big black car driving through the school gate. That's a Lincoln. A Lincoln. It's a foreign car, extremely expensive. I see, Lincoln isn't the president's name, but the name of a car. I believe they were actually named after, I believe the Lincoln brand was named after the president, Lincoln. So it is kind of weird like that. I don't know. Maybe Murakami didn't hear my joke. I'm a little disappointed as we watch the Lincoln park by the guest entrance. What kind of celebrity comes in such a car? Murakami sighs. Well, none of our business, man. Come on, let's get back. The bell will ring soon. I turn around. Ah, girl. Murakami speaks behind me. A girl? How sad that word caught my attention. When I turn around, I see someone coming out from the guest entrance, walking to the car. Oh, she's pretty. As Murakami said, it's a female student. She walks in steadily, and she's being supported by an old person wearing a kimono. Looks like she fell ill, and her family came to pick her up. Oh, that's sad. It's too far to see her face, but the female student's thin calves look very bright against the spring sun. When they get close to the Lincoln, the driver comes out from the car and opens the door. Didn't know we had such a celebrity at our school. Can't help but saying it out loud as we watch the car drive off the school grounds. That must be Serena Kawishara, just like what the rumor says. Ah, so that's her. For her to leave this early, do you think she's really ill? How would I know? As we watch, the bell rings. The bell tolls for thee. Alrighty, I'm gonna cut the video off here and I will see you all in the next part. Take it easy, guys.